Welcome to another Cardano update. So first I want to reply to a comment, which is this one right here, and it says, why would you compare it to the last bull cycle when we had the pandemic? Just a question. And that's a great question, and if you don't know what he's talking about, I'm comparing this move that happened in the previous cycle to the move that's happening right now. And even though I've explained this many times in my previous videos, maybe you did not watch them, so let me explain it again, and let me explain why I'm comparing this move with this move that we have right now. Well, first, when you look at it, this move right here went up in 5 waves to form a first wave move to the upside after going into the bear market low right here. So after hitting the bear market low, it formed 5 waves to go above the bull market support band and form the first wave move to the upside. Then, after that, we had a correction which went down into an ABC structure to form a second wave move down. And that correction went to it went below the 0.786 support level. Now, why am I comparing this move that happened right here to the move that's happening right now? Well, there are a bunch of reasons. First, in this cycle, after hitting the bear market low right here, just like we did in the previous cycle right here, we went up in 5 waves to form a first wave move to the upside. And then, after we formed that first wave move to the upside, and after going above the bull market support band again, we went down into a second wave correction into an ABC structure, and maybe we completed the second wave. I cannot confirm that right now, but we also went down below the 0.786 support level, just like we did right here. And also, if you check out what happened in the previous cycle, in the second wave, as you can see, the green line was still above the red line of the bull market support band, and when we went into the second wave, the green line got below the yellow line, which meant that we were pretty much going into a second wave move down. And what happened in this cycle? Well, pretty much the exact same thing. So as you can see, when the price was going up, the green line was above the red line, and when we got the second wave move down, we got that move after the red line got above the green line. So the red line got above the green line like at this level right here at about 57 cents. And after that, we just continued to dump to the downside, just like we did in this cycle right here. And also, after we dumped a lot, as you can see here, the green line actually managed to get back above the red line. And a few months after that, I believe that's 2 months. So 2 months after the green line went above the red line, the price started pumping, and the price was supposed to go in a third wave move to the upside, but then it failed because the pandemic happened right here. Now, am I 100% sure that the price was supposed to go up? Well, no, you cannot really be 100% certain, but by the looks of it, this right here looks like a 1-2 setup, and yeah, it got invalidated because of the pandemic, and also the entire move right here, the entire first wave move up, also got invalidated, which meant we had to restart the whole first wave move to the upside to actually go in the bull market. So again, why am I comparing this move that we got in the previous cycle to the current cycle? Well, because I believe they are quite similar, and of course, this right here, like I said, was the pandemic, so this was not supposed to happen. And in my opinion, this cycle would have looked a lot more, let's just say, I don't want to say bullish, but in my opinion it would have been more bullish and the price would have gone a bit higher if the first wave right here did not get invalidated. And I believe in this cycle we'll pretty much do what we did right here, but without the pandemic, which means if you watch the bull market support band, here, like I said, the green line got above the red line, and then we pretty much did nothing for like 2 months before we actually started going up and we went above the bull market support band. And right now, the green line is very, very close to getting above the red line, which means if it gets above it, it might be a sign that the second wave right here is actually in. Now, you could say that, yeah, I mean, here we got a cross and we still got another low after that in the second wave move down. So who's to say that we will not get another low? And I mean, that's perfectly reasonable. Maybe we can expect another low, but also remember, in this cycle right here, the price was a lot lower and the market cap, as you can imagine, was also a lot lower. So here it was much easier to make the price go up and down than it is right now. And if we do get a bullish cross and the green line gets above the red line, well, if we check out what happened the previous time when the green line went above the red line, exactly right here, as you can see, when it did that, the price did not really do anything. But then, like a few weeks later, the price just exploded. So this right here actually told us where the price will go, and I mean, I don't think anybody expected the price to do this, but it did it, and I think this is a reason why it did it. And also, forget about the bull market support band. If you look at the RSI, when we were right here in the second wave move down, we went to the oversold territory multiple times after being overbought in this first wave move to the upside. And in this cycle, we pretty much did the exact same thing. And also, as you can see, before we went up into a first wave move to the upside in 5 waves right here, we were oversold right here. And this was the bear market low. And what do you know? The bear market low of this cycle also went to the oversold territory. Now, of course, we also went there multiple times after that, but we did not get another low on the price. And what happened after that? Well, we went to the upside and we went to the overbought territory, just like we did right here. And then we did the exact same thing as we did right here. We went to the oversold territory multiple times, we put in lower lows, and I think everybody, when we were doing this right here, was pretty much panicking, and yeah, everyone was expecting Cardano to go to zero because, as you can see, from this high right here, this move took about 200 days. So, as you can imagine, this price action was pretty frustrating. But if you take this right here, and if you put it at the high right here, you'll see that we are still on schedule, and right now the second wave correction has only taken about 154 days, which is not really a lot considering in the previous cycle it took about 200 days. So maybe you can say that we will do absolutely nothing for the next 2 months if we want to copy exactly what happened over here, or maybe we'll just do it faster. But right now, like I said, I cannot really confirm that we will go up because we did not really get a huge bounce after we went to this low. So maybe we'll put in more lower lows before we actually go in the third wave. But not forget, we are not allowed to go below the 22 cents level. So if we go below the 22 cents level, we will invalidate the first wave move to the upside right here, and we will have to pretty much restart the whole move. Now, of course, you could say that maybe the pandemic did not play a role in this crash right here. Maybe the crash that happened right here was still supposed to happen. I don't think that's the case, but maybe you are right, and maybe we'll do the same thing. I mean, it could also be the case. Maybe the first wave move to the upside will get invalidated, and then we'll start a first wave move to the upside to actually start this cycle. I don't want to see another bear market low, but it could happen. I mean, it happened in the previous cycle, so you have to be aware of all the possibilities. So yeah, like I said, this cycle is pretty much what happened in this cycle right here in the previous cycle, but without the pandemic crash. Now, of course, we still did not go into a third wave move to the upside like we were trying to do right here, so the structure could change at any minute, but right now it looks very similar to what we had right here, so I don't see why it would change right now. Now, you could also say that this first wave move to the upside that we got right here went way higher than this first wave move to the upside. And maybe this means that the pandemic actually helped boost the price. I mean, that could also be a possibility. But like I said many times, this is speculation. So yeah, you cannot really know what really happened. But even then, I mean, the first wave move to the upside in the previous cycle did not manage to get to the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement. But in this cycle, we almost touched it, which is a good sign because this means the first wave of this cycle that we are in right now is way stronger than the first wave in the previous cycle. And in my opinion, that's a very, very good sign that something more bullish is going on. And no matter which high you pick, no matter if you pick this high of the first wave right here or this high right here, the price in this cycle got way closer to the 0.236 extension than what it went right here. So, in my opinion, that's a very good sign, and I could see the third wave, like I said multiple times, go to the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement right here. I'm sorry, the trend-based Fibonacci extension, and it could easily go to like $5.30 in the third wave before getting a fourth and a fifth wave to finish the cycle, maybe around $7 to $8. So I hope that answers your question. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our Patreon. We now have a Discord server for Patreons, and also we now have YouTube memberships. I'm not sure if they're on the channel yet, but they will be on the channel very, very soon. So if you want some awesome benefits, maybe check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.